I guess I need to get this out somewhere, or it'll eat me alive from the inside. My name's Alex, and I'm 28 now. But this all started when I was 10, back in that shitty little suburb on the edge of town. The kind of place where everyone knows everyone's business, but nobody wants to admit when something's really wrong. We had these old ranch houses with big picture windows in the bedrooms, the kind that faced the backyard fence. Mine looked out over a strip of grass that backed up to woods. Thick, tangled woods that nobody went into after dark. My parents said it was just deer or raccoons making noise back there, but I knew better even then. It started on a Tuesday night in summer, kind of hot, so my window was cracked open maybe an inch for some air. I woke up around 2, thirsty, throat dry. The room was pitch black except for the glow from my nightlight, this stupid star-shaped thing that plugged into the wall. I sat up in bed, rubbing my eyes, and that's when I saw it. Right there, pressed against the glass outside my window. Not like it was looking in casual. Its face was smashed flat against the pane, like it was trying to squeeze through but couldn't. It was tall, had to be at least 7 feet, all stretched out and creepy. Skin like wet paper, pale and shiny under the moonlight, hanging loose over bones that poked out in places they shouldn't. Its head was too big, bald, with these deep sockets for eyes that caught the light and reflected back like wet marbles. No nose, really, just slits. Mouth was a line, closed tight. It didn't move, didn't blink that I could tell, just stared right at me through the glass, unblinking, like it had been waiting for me to wake up. I froze, heart racing in my chest, thought I'd have a stroke. I wanted to yell for my parents, but my voice stuck in my throat. What if it heard? What if it came in? I pulled the covers over my head and lay there shaking until the sun came up. By morning, I convinced myself it was a dream, some nightmare from watching too many monster movies on cable. I didn't say anything to anyone. Kids get laughed at for that stuff. But it came back the next night. Same time, same spot. I was pretending to sleep this time. Eyes cracked open just a sliver, peeking through my lashes. There it was again, face smashed against the window. Those eyes locked on my bed. Closer this time, I swear. The nose slits almost fogging the glass. It didn't knock or scratch or anything, just watched. I could hear its breathing, this slow, wet rasp like lungs full of mud, coming through the crack in the window. I didn't sleep after that, just lay there till dawn, pretending I was invisible. By the end of the week, it was every night. I'd try to stay up late playing video games or reading comics under the covers with a flashlight, but eventually my eyes would droop and bam. There it was when I snapped awake, always at 2, like clockwork. I'd started keeping my curtains drawn, but that didn't stop it. The shape would just block out the streetlight from the alley, this huge silhouette looming there. I got used to it in a sick way, like you get used to a bruise that won't heal. I'd stare back sometimes, too scared to move, but too curious to look away. Its eyes never left my face. It was like it was memorizing me. Every freckle, every twitch, and it never made a sound except that breathing. No words, no growls, just staring. Then the kids started going missing. First, it was David from down the street, the kid who rode bikes with me after school. He was 11, freckled face and scraped knees. Last anyone saw him, he was heading home from the corner store with a bag of candy. The kid who rode bikes with me after school. He was 11, freckled face and scraped knees. Last anyone saw him, he was heading home from the corner store with a bag of candy. A week later, it was Sarah, the girl next door. She was 9, always braiding dandelions into crowns. Vanished from her backyard swing set at dusk. They dragged the creek, questioned every weirdo in a 10-mile radius. Silge. Then Mikey, then little Ellie from 2 blocks over. 4 kids in 2 months, all from our neighborhood, all gone without a trace. The whole block was freaked. Curfews, porch lights on all night, parents walking us to school in packs. But no bodies, no ransom notes, just empty rooms with toys still scattered on the floor. I knew it was the thing at my window. Call me crazy, but it fit. Those kids' houses all backed up to the same woods, same strip of fence line, and every night after one went missing, the thing would linger longer outside my glass, like it was satisfied or something. Its breathing got deeper, slower, almost content. I'd lie there in the dark, whispering prayers I half remembered from Sunday school, begging it to go away, but it didn't. It just watched me night after night, those marble eyes drilling into my skull. I didn't tell anyone at first. What was I gonna say? Hey, monsters at my window, it's eating the neighbor's kids. They'd ship me off to a shrink. But after Ellie disappeared, The one who used to share her crayons with me. I cracked. I told my parents over breakfast, words tumbling out between bites of cereal. There's this thing outside my room. It stares at me. I think it's why the kids are gone. My dad laughed at me, ruffled my hair like it was a joke. Alex, buddy, it's just your imagination running wild with all this missing kid crap on the news. Get some sleep. My mother hugged me, said maybe we should leave the hall light on. They checked the window that night, shone a flashlight out back. See, nothing but trees, kiddo, Dad said, but I heard it after they went to bed. That rasp, right on cue. School was hell. Kids whispering about the disappearances. Teachers doing roll call like a funeral every morning. I stopped playing outside, stopped riding my bike past the fence line. But the thing didn't care. It was there every night, patient as death. Then came the night that broke me. It was late October, leaves crunching under something heavy outside. I'd been dozing off, exhausted from faking normal all day. Woke up to that breathing, louder than usual, like it was right inside the room. I looked, and oh God, it wasn't alone. In its arms, these long, spindly arms that ended in fingers like twisted roots. It was holding something. A kid. Small, maybe 7 or 8. Limp as a ragdoll. Blonde hair, tangled and matted. I couldn't see the face, but the body hung limp. It looked back at an angle that made my stomach flip. No twitching, no breathing I could spot. Just dead weight cradled against the paper skin chest. The thing turned its head slow and pressed one of those marble eyes right up to the glass, inches from my face. The kid's arm dangled, brushing the window frame. A sneaker fell off, thudded soft into the grass below. Then the thing just stood there, holding him, watching me watch it, like it was showing off, like it wanted me to know. I screamed then, loud, ripping out of me like barbed wire. My parents burst in, flipped on the lights, Dad grabbing his shotgun from the closet just in case. But by the time they got there, it was gone. Footprints in the dirt under the window. Big, splayed things like bare feet with too many toes. But the kid was never found. No body, no sneaker. They searched the yard with flashlights, called the cops. I babbled it all out between sobs. The staring, the breathing, the limp hid in its arms. The officers took notes, shone beams into the woods. But they patted my shoulder and said, "Kids see things in the dark, son. Trauma from the news. We'll keep an eye out." My parents bought me a nightlight upgrade and a lock for the window. Therapy started the next week. Repressed fear manifesting as hallucinations, the shrink said. Bullshit. I stopped talking about it after that. Buried it deep. Tried to be normal. But the thing didn't stop. It came every night. Sometimes with the breathing so close, I felt the air shift through the crack. I'd huddle under the blankets, biting my pillow to stay quiet. The missing kids tally hit 6 and 7. Our neighborhood turned into a ghost town. Houses for sale signs flapping in the wind. My family moved eventually, when I was 12. New town, new house, no woods out back. For a while, I thought it was over. Slept like the dead, no dreams. But then, 3 years ago, I bought my first apartment. Cheap place downtown, 2nd floor, big bedroom window overlooking an alley. First night, 2 in the morning, that rasp. Face at the glass, same eyes. It found me. I got a phone by then. Smartphone with video. Last summer, I set it up on my dresser, propped against a book, recording on a loop every night. Motion activated app, the works. And I caught it, clear as day on the footage. The silhouette blocking the street lamp, face flattening the glass, eyes reflecting the flash from a passing car, breathing fogging the pain. I watched the clip 100 times, heart in my throat. Proof. Finally, I showed my girlfriend first. She laughed, said it was a deepfake filter. Some TikTok trend. Come on, Alex, those eyes look CGI. You probably made it in your sleep or something. Then my cousin, over beer one night. He squinted at the screen, handed it back. Dude, that's AI generated. Apps do that now. Upload a shadow pic. Monster video. Why would you fake this? I posted it anonymously on Reddit. r/paranormal or whatever. Comments rolled in. Cool edit. OP, AI video. Gone wrong. Fake AF, downvote. One guy said it was a costume. Pearl makeup, LED contacts. But I knew. The breathing synced with the fork. The way it tilted its head, just like before. No one believed me. Not the cops when I sent them an email of the clip. That is a prank video, sir. We're focused on real crime, was their response. Not the podcasters I begged to review it to polished. Smells like a fake. They said. Even my therapist now says it's hypervigilance from childhood trauma. Prescribes pills I don't take. They don't help. The thing's still there, every night, at 2 o'clock in the morning sharp. Last week, it brought something new. Not a kid this time. A shoe. Small, scuffed sneaker like the one from that night with the limp body. Pressed it against the glass, right in front of its eyes, like an offering. Or warning. I recorded that too. The comments? Photoshop prop. Nice try. I'm typing this from my bed, phone in one hand, window curtain twitching in the AC breeze. It's 1:58 in the morning. I can hear it already, out in the alley. That mud lung rasp, getting closer. The video's uploading as I write. Maybe you'll see it before they call it AI again. Maybe you'll believe me. Or maybe you're reading this after it finally comes through. Because last night, for the first time, I heard it knock. Soft, like knuckles on wood. 3 times. Waiting for me to let it in. It's here. Oh God, it's here. The eyes. They're inside the room now. How? The window's locked. Please, if you see this, help.